All right, let's start with positioning. So we're gonna cover head inside singles, not low singles, not high singles, although we'll do some mid-level, high-level finishing positions, but we're focused on a shooting ordinary single. So if we get right in here, obviously, positioning is not always perfect, so I stress to my kids, but when we're drilling, we wanna make it as good as possible. So when I'm shooting, my ear is gonna be in the body, really my ear, my shoulder, my hip, my knee are all in a straight line, right? That is as ideal as possible. We know it's not going to turn out this way, but this is really where I want to be with the single. So when I shoot into it, again, now it'll be perfect. I shoot into it, boom, right there, ear, shoulder, hip, knee, all in a straight line. One of the biggest things I think I see, right? Because I coach all ages of kids now. I coach, 5-year-olds all the way up to college kids. Got to work on the core strength, because if kids aren't strong, the second I get in here and Max sprawls just a little bit, right, my posture is broken. Once my posture is broken, I get in a terrible position. Then it's just all downhill from there. So, I know really that 5, 6, 7, 8, 9-year-olds really struggle with the head and side singles because they just don't have the core strength and the ability to hold themselves up when this guy starts sprawling. So it's important as a coach to understand that, and they obviously will get stronger as they get older. All right, man, so Max is gonna hit a little bit of block positioning, okay? So
yeah.
From the knee.
Yeah, it's the same thing, getting in here, so I'll just point out a couple of things. So Ben's talking about positioning up here. I think there's a couple different places you could go. So it's anyone that's done like any sort of like actual like lifting, like strength training, would know it's like if you're doing squats, you want your head up, chest tall, chest wide, shoulders back. So one thing for here that I see a lot of people doing that I like is a pet peeve of mine is that people like try and lock as tight as they can. But what they're doing is they're like crowding themselves in. They're rounding their back, they're bringing their head down. So I want like my chest as big as I can. And so if I'm locking like more shallow, so like right on the end of my lever, I'm able to bring this up. All right. So whether you're here, all right, or the one thing I would say is, come up a little bit, is here. So one thing I always talk to my kids about is it's like neck strong, all right? Because whenever I say head up, they want to go like this, which isn't bad, it's good, right? But I feel like a lot of times when we hit in, the guy has a slight sprawl on us. So for us to get head up, all right, so my neck is down here, all right, my neck is strong there. So I don't have to like bring my body at all. I just have to make sure that like my neck stays strong in this lock. All right, and then again, I like going backhand and bottom. I've seen a lot of different ways. I think that when I'm here, if this arm is gonna pull in this way, all right, this arm is gonna pull in this way, they're kind of working together. I feel like when people go like, it's like either like, people call it like a cable grip or like an S grip or a butterfly, but this one is pulling this way, and this one's pulling this way, I kind of feel like they fight each other. And then when we go to our cut corner shelf, I'm gonna be able to punch this up and down and go right to my cut corner shelf in there. All right, so those couple things. And then I'd say last one, especially if you're dealing with like youth kids, and even up to high school, like people like grab, and I've seen this a lot. I don't think it's the worst thing you can do, but especially if your kids are struggling with strength, so like youth kids especially, that shoulder strength, that back strength isn't there. If you give somebody like a pole and they can lock around it and squeeze, all right, their ability to hold there, and so actually I do this all the time because we have poles in our room, but I'll have one kid lock and hold it, all right, and then I'll take the weaker kid, I'll take the weaker kid and lock and hold it. I'll take the other kid that's like stronger, and I'll have him only be able to hug the pole, all right, and the kid that's like going like this, hands on lock, all right, falls down every time. The other kid's able to hold on longer because you're stronger when you can connect yourself, all right?
Yes. So obviously, one of the things obviously with technique DVD, strength does matter. Strength always matters. If you can't keep your neck strong, your core strong, you're going to struggle to finish that position. So that's just basic positioning on our head and side single leg. The next clip we'll get into how do we get to head and side single leg.